Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris here again, and to start off with this one before I really get into it, I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone who's entered my giveaway. It started out as a 50 subscribers giveaway. It's only been out for 3 or 4 days now, and as of this morning, I actually have 100 subscribers. So it's been hugely successful, far more than I ever hoped, and thanks. If you're watching this now, it's not at all too late to enter. It's still going until, I think, February 10th, Wednesday. So you may remember a little while back I did a video called Take Your Android Gaming to the Next Level, where you pair your PS4 controller with your Android device so that you can play games with it. Well, it's been a while, but ever since I made that, I've been planning to make a video compiling a list of games that work really well, and I've finally done that. So here is, in no particular order, 10 games, all of which are free, which are playable with your PS4 controller on an Android device. First is Car Stunts 2. If you did see my first video about pairing the controller, you'll remember this game because it's the one I showed it off with. It's a cool little 3D racing game where you drive around a huge track which appears to be suspended in the sky using boosters and hitting jumps. It's a fun game and I quite like it. In fact, it'd be really fun to play on a TV actually. Number 2 is Modern Combat 5. The Modern Combat series is well known on Android and other devices for having surprisingly good graphics and first-person shooter gameplay. It takes a relatively powerful device to run it. In fact, as you can see, it's a little bit laggy on my tablet, but it is pretty neat. Unfortunately, the game doesn't have any way to reconfigure the controls. You just pair the controller and play. That's actually the case with most games, but the problem is the PS4 controller doesn't seem to map to the same as most generic, dedicated Android controllers do, and in this game, it results in the button to shoot being the options button rather than the R2 button like the game says. It still technically works, but it definitely takes some getting used to. Number 3 is Sword of Zolan, or Shaolan, or I think it's Zolan. This pixel art dungeon crawler reminds me a lot of Rogue Legacy in a great way. You jump, hack, slash, and shoot fireballs through enemies in a way that feels pretty polished and fun. It's actually one of my favorites on this list, and something I'd really like to play more of. It's kind of hard to put it down when I was shooting this footage. The fourth on our list is Pocket Rally Lite. This is only one of 2 in this list that allows you to configure the controls exactly to your specification in the settings, and it plays really well partially as a result of that. It's a fun rally racing game that left me kind of thinking I'd like to play a game from the Dirt series, and then realizing I was already playing an awesome game, and to just be happy with that. And I was. Next up, we've got Bomber Friends. Like the name may have tipped you off to, it's pretty much just like Bomberman. You're in a square area filled with square concrete blocks, and concrete is immovable, but brick is explodable. You use bombs to destroy enough bricks to make it over to your opponent's side, and then take them out while trying to not accidentally blow yourself up. It's fun, and it sports online multiplayer modes, including tournaments. If you liked Bomberman, I think you'll definitely like Bomber Friends. This next one isn't technically a game, but an emulator. Now, I'm not going to get into the legalities or ethics of emulators, nor am I going to show any gameplay, but this Super Nintendo emulator is a top pick because it's fully remappable controls. You simply go into the settings and pick which button is which, and you're off to the races. Retro 16 is pretty good. Beach Buggy Racing is another 3D racing game. With toon-styled characters and gameplay reminiscent of Mario Kart, it's fun to play in general, and the controller seems to work perfectly. Within 5 minutes, I had figured out all the buttons and was simply enjoying the gameplay. I haven't tried the other game in the series, Beach Buggy Blitz, but I'm guessing it's probably a safe bet too. Magic Rampage is another 2D dungeon crawler, this time with more smooth toon graphics rather than pixel art. It takes you through the levels, throwing your weapons at zombie opponents, and features an inventory system so that you can manage your weaponry and ammo. I had no trouble whatsoever playing with the controller and thought it was a cool little game. Our second to last game is Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is available on Android in episodes, and this one I tried was Episode 2 Lite. But it functioned well with the controller, and certainly was a game I could have a lot of fun playing. Finally, our last game is Asphalt VIII. The Asphalt Racing series has been around on Android and mobile devices for a while and offers fun gameplay, and as it turns out, full controller support as well, at least in this title. It didn't jump out as much as number 4 on the list, Pocket Rally, but it is fun, and really it's an entirely different kind of racing game. This is street racing. Anyway guys, that's it. There are 10 games to make good use of your PS4 controller and your Android device. Is there a game you feel like I missed, or just one that works really well and you want to share? Drop a comment below to let me know. Otherwise, make sure to like, comment, and if you really like this video, share and subscribe it. And again, check out my video giveaway. The link is in the description. And if you're wondering what else to watch, check out this video about the Chiro Energy Plus portable power bank that I reviewed a while back. Thanks for watching.